Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And
let's play a game together. All right.
All right, so we're gonna figure out this thing, but so far it seems like our character is just going, you know what? This place has no soul. It is soulless capitalism and spectacle. So that's
It's just about gambling mechanics, but we do capitalism in a more ethical manner, so that makes us inherently better because
we provide more product for our service.
Yes, clearly, absolutely.
All right. Actually, the meeting is right around the corner, so no more time to explore. After seeing a little bit of what Deco's Palace has to offer, I'm cautiously hesitant. There are certainly some things we can work on, but maybe a partnership can smooth out those callous edges. Wait, but?
Why are you so...
Wait, but maybe a partnership. So there's certainly some things we can work on, but discounting that, maybe a partnership can help those things?
Ooh.
I think and
beep, beep. It's
a
fine.
Partnership.
Beep beep, Lies! It is now 7 p.m. sharp. Deco Nami is waiting for you. It's only 8:35.
According to... It's that time already? Time sure flies when you are having fun investigating? I quickly send a text to Percy before nervously wringing my sweaty hands together.
Honestly, I'd probably, I'm confused going, is your character supposed to be like, this is terrible? Or going, this could be fine. It really just sounds like, yeah, we're gonna sell. This will be great. And it's like, I'm having a dissonance with the character versus my experience going this is, as for what I can tell, a soulless corporate enterprise.
Yes.
Which is fine, and my joke about earlier going that we're saying that we're clearly better, which is also part of the joke, because in some ways we're really not.
Right.
But it's It
seems to really be going, sort of undermining previous character that the game has built. One, you're not including anyone else, and again, we've already established that Lies wants people to include them in decisions that affect them.
Yes.
But two, also in just going, this is contrary to everything you learned in your primary character arc of it's about heart, and it's about dreams, and it's about connections.
Yeah, no, this is really fucking weird.
So even though we're considering it feels strange,
I
let the sounds and sights of Deco's wash over me, and I retreat deep within myself. Francine comes to mind, as I remind myself what she told me on my first day.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
No doubt.
No doubt you'll find yours as well.
I mean, the thing is our dream isn't to sell off someone else's property.
I know.
So this is still really weird, because again, we don't have any legal power to do this, so even if we accept his deal, we can't sign anything.
This feels really muddled, but that's fine, go ahead.
It gives me a momentary respite, and a smile. I know exactly what must be done, and I'm hoping to go in there, and I'm going to go in there and do it.
Alright. Do you know exactly what needs to be done?
I guess.
Because you've been... I'm gonna play both sides of the argument here, and I'm as far as I can tell, there really isn't a both sides of the argument here at all.
Not in
you are clearly proposing that pure gambling mechanics is wrong. Period. And and then you're going, no, but there's an argument to be made here. No, honey. Exploiting people's not okay. Capitalism is not okay. But
also going,
okay.
Everyone who works there, while Gavin theoretically wants to be a success, they really are invested in the old-timey games of the place.
Yeah, no kidding.
I only ended up waiting a minute or two before I was reunited with Percy. Without having to introduce ourselves, the staff swoops in, anticipating our arrival, and ushers us further inside the restaurant. The fact that they know what we look like is a little nerving.
Yeah, just a bit.
Are you guys stalking, Francine's arcade regularly?
Maybe.
They just hang out at the Funplex?
Or they're stalking your social media accounts, you never know.
Right, and they see you. We are treated like royalty as they pull out our chairs for us, and we sit down at our reserve table in the party room. This is so much like a bowling alley or Chuck E. Cheese or a skate rink.
Oh god, right.
Amongst the families huddled around ginormous plates of pizza and chicken tenders, we stick out like a sore thumb. Well, they didn't even reserve a private room or anything.
That's terrible.
An actual linen tablecloth drapes over our table, accompanied by fancy little candles. To set the mood, I suppose. A nice bottle of champagne on ice and a carafe of cucumber lime-infused water also sits before us. I imagine you only know that because they're still floating in there.
Yeah.
Deco apparently spares no expense, at least not with his special guests.
Suspect I'll eat healthy. Just have a salad, maybe some grilled chicken, no cheesy breadsticks or anything of the sort.
Okay, is your condition affected by food or not? Because you said it wasn't.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
that's fine.
he really did on the boardwalk say that food doesn't affect his condition.
Yeah, so are we saying it what?
So you need to eat healthy just because of eating healthy?
I don't know.
It's okay.
I think you ought to do most of the talking during the action meeting, love. You run the stage. I'm merely one of your many players.
Okay, but if you see something you want to comment on, you jump in, get it? I value your opinion.
This is what I was afraid of.
Right? Going, it's all gonna be, it doesn't even matter who we bring, right?
I'm not sure how useful my opinions will be, given what I want is sort of the opposite of what this place provides.
Which can be a
so
good opinion.
you're suspecting that actually, like, immediately that Lias just wants to sell, or your main character just wants to sell? What the hell is going on here, game?
Also going...
The weird level of we've been friends, and also especially like so. I gotta call out the game here for going, but you're at this friend level with Percy, which is pretty high as far as I know. And he's just gonna react like this and go, oh, I don't have an opinion, I have no investment. I'm just, I'll let you do what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna judge you for it. And I'm just like, but you're not gonna engage with the character at all?
As well as there's...
What?
Again, like, I don't know, it's fine. It's just,
Right.
I have gotten lost a bit as once we've moved to this, because, like, your business approach feels really weird. And again, what I mentioned way back when we were at, what's his name's place? The dude who sells...
Oh, Hamza?
Hamza's place. My brain wanted to search
when he
it with
was in
M's.
somebody else's?
Anyway, so when we were at Hamza's place, I mentioned
Okay.
that everybody was doing double duty on their jobs because there's a small amount of employees, but there's still a whole business to run.
Right.
And that makes me think of this, where basically what they're doing is they're having people do jobs they're not designed to do, they're not skilled to do, they're not set up to do. Francine going, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, you deal with it. And going, you really aren't connected to this at all. And going, no one on your team is equipped to decide whether or not to sell your business. And it's like, it feels very awkward and strained. And based on what I know of business, this is really poorly handled.
Right? This is weird.
It is weird.
But I understand it's not really for me. And an old man can't afford to yell at clouds for long. Not enough days in one's life to waste on such nonsense.
You're saying that your passion for Mopey and an old-timey arcade is yelling at clouds?
What?
That's a little wild.
What? I don't understand these characters at all anymore. I'm lost.
Yeah, I think I've gotten lost since the beach episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before that, things were really making sense.
Yeah, and now I'm just completely... What?
Maybe, but I still want to know how you feel, okay? Also, not discussing this at all beforehand sounds right in line with all of us.
Of course.
Once again, the staff takes care of our needs, as our food is delivered promptly. Faster than the other families seated here, who have been waiting some time, judging by the expansive crayon work on the kid placemats.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not surprisingly, we get a few side glances our way. But before any of us can chow down, the man of the hour arrives. Alright, let's see him. Oh my god, look at that!
I do not know. I'm like, you're gonna give him a voice, I imagine.
It's okay, they got like 8 rings on his fingers, and he's got, his little like boutonniere and his tie pin and stuff like that.
Such a caricature of a bad guy.
Also earrings.
Yeah, caricature of a bad guy.
Lies, scandal.
It's an honor to break bread with you.
Oh my god, it's that voice actor, I'm sorry.
They're everywhere.
It's an honor to break bread with you. Likewise? Okay, so he's a bit of an over-the-top 1920s mob boss, despite a lack of fedora. Clearly he likes showing off his money. But, still, just an ordinary guy in an expensive suit. When I pictured the grand poobah of Deco's palace, I pictured someone more like, well, Hamza, I guess?
I mean, so gambling has a lot of ties to the mafia, so...
Also, your suit jacket looks way too short.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Like, it should cover the pockets as far as I know. Yeah. Like, it looks nice, but it looks way too short. Like, you grew 6 inches after they measured you.
Which is also not okay and actually makes you look sort of ridiculous.
Also, your cane is crazy tall if that's meant to be on the ground rather than being held in front of you.
Right?
And that's kind of amazing, trying to walk with your arm, like, with full bent elbow. That is stylized like hell. Also, they gave him a comb over.
They did.
He offers a simple smile and a nod of the head as we begin. It's a shame Miss Francine couldn't join us. I was looking forward to enjoying her sweet smile once more. But like I said, I'm always happy to meet with,
Percy Sinclair, good sir. Future Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze World Champion. Sir.
Sir, Ah, a retro player. A dying art, really. I appreciate you coming along.
I take it Francine has kept you up to speed and explained our prior meetings to you?
Oh, they picked it up better after they did it a little bit.
Um,
Nope, not at all.
Not really.
Not even slightly.
Nope.
I mean, she did. She said I turn him down. I go politely, I am professional, and I turn him down. So that's all the explanation we got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's mentioned you wanted to buy the Funplex and that she's politely declined.
Always a courteous woman she is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't feel I need to waste your time with the facts and figures illustrating why Deco's Palace is and always has been the premier family entertainment arcade.
The premiere, not the premiere.
Both of you are intimately familiar with the arcade industry. You know how things are, how they'll always be. We are the 800-pound gorilla.
Okay. How is this? This
what?
is. I'm just going to intimidate you.
Yes, that's what it
If
sounds
you
like.
don't know the status quo, I'm going to drive it into you. That's not a humongous gorilla. It's large, but it's not ridiculous.
Large.
That's a big gorilla, a large boy, hefty. He is chalk, a
Yes.
thick boy.
Yeah, but we just said a gorilla. We didn't specify a silverback gorilla.
Oh, we didn't
That
specify
is-
boy.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't do that either.
Thick one,
Thicken.
chubby.
A thicken. A chaboy.
A chub. A round.
A
Round.
large.
He is large.
Unit!
Make round. He's units
Unit.
that all the other units
Yes,
report to. The ultimate unit, which all the other units report to.
Right.
Indeed. But that doesn't mean there isn't room for smaller, more boutique affairs, such as the Funplex. Interesting. Maybe he does want a partnership, not a buyout?
Oh, bullshit. Yeah,
Oh, who
I'm like,
knows?
no.
I've thought about this, and you know what?
Uh,
I'm getting older. And of course, he looks like he's
Let
only
me
like 50.
explain.
Frankly, the winds of change are blowing.
Uh-huh.
Smaller arcades need to move with the times or be swept aside.
Because I love that song.
What you need to know, sir, is that we've just started being successful. So, the winds of change are in our favor right now? Oh,
Right?
I want to help you evolve. What I'd like to propose is a change of ownership in return for a very generous compensation package, one Miss Francine can easily retire on for the rest of her years. I would take over ownership of the Funplex to evolve it into its final form, Deco's Fun Zone. It'll be a trampoline play. Oh,
No.
not high enough ceilings, so it's fine. Oh, what's a fun zone?
Think about this.
A fun zone is a new concept I've been trying at some of my smaller satellite locations. A best of both worlds scenario.
What
a McDonald's
worlds?
play place and an arcade.
Right? I'm
Oh.
like, that thing is, I'm going best of both worlds. What's that
What's
mean?
the other world?
Yeah.
Honestly, the Funplex is simply too limited in size to host the full Deco's Palace experience of fun, family, food, and excitement. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Instead of installing a restaurant or bar, we simply focus on your strength, your games. You become a game center rather than a palace.
I mean,
We already are.
yes.
We need to replace some of your outdated machines, of course. Bring it up to speed with the standards of excellent Deco's Palace is known for.
I mean, you mean gambling?
I mean,
Like-
whatever they're known for, I don't know if we know what they're known for.
Mm-mm.
Because we're really just like, there's the fountain of evil over there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're like, do you know anything about them? Wow, not what I expected. You really know nothing about them. So
Yeah.
whatever they're known for, we don't actually know.
No, we really don't have
We do
any
not know what they are
information
known for.
at all.
But overall, I think this would be a win for all involved. And he sits back, resting his hands on the knob of his cane. You mean the gem of his cane? Smiling
Knob.
away, resting his hands on his knob.
There goes Deco Nobby playing with his knob in the middle of a meeting,
Just
man.
holding his knob.
Just flapping it right out there.
Oh, God. Smiling away. Okay, I have questions. And I have answers. Let's see if they match up. Your tournaments seem a bit unruly. Is it true you destroy older games? What would happen to the Funplex staff? How much creative control would we have? That's all my questions. All right. So
I mean,
we
Lies
seemed-
really seems to care about unruly tournaments. That was a thing that I'm going like, damn, even like with poor old Queen Bee hating the hell out of people being nasty. So
It's true. Lies did seem to really care about that. So we'll start there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and then I think we're interested in creative control because we're worried about losing games and stuff.
I mean, there's that, but it's like I can't decide because I'm like, all those are actually really good questions.
They are good
honestly.
questions. So we're gonna
because
do...
like there's also your friends, which you suddenly fucking didn't want to talk to before
At
you did this,
all.
but it's okay. Fine.
So
whatever.
first things first, tournaments.
Tournaments.
I saw a few players fighting over at the tournament. He laughs.
He laughs and monologues like a villain.
Well, it's a fighting game, is it not?
I
mean, it is, but as in fighting each other with fists in real life. I take it my crack security team intervened. Eventually, not before blood was drawn.
You understand, yes?
We take safety very seriously at Deco's Palace. That includes the safety of our security workers.
We wait until it gets to a point, and then we go, okay, now we will intervene.
One of you is now compromised, so we can grab you easier, I guess.
But that's not what
No.
you hire security people for, in my
Nope.
experience?
You hire them to intervene beforehand.
Like bullshit.
Like bouncers.
Yep.
They're instructed not to intervene until it's safe to intervene for all involved. I trust them to make that call, and I'll note, we've not a single legal action pending.
Bullshit.
Alright, I think we really, though, as event coordinator, are like, this is change. We've been talking about change and not about people. I think we would ask about creative control. Alright, let's talk creative control. I've been developing new sorts of arcade events, competitions, other things to get people in the door. Would we still be able to direct our own affairs like that, even under a change of ownership?
Let me explain.
Oh, look at that, they used mix.
Which I don't understand.
I don't know how would he know that?
Game, I'm sorry. I hate to be the Debbie Downer here. I hate to be the non-binary baddie, but, you know, like, the thing that bugs me is that it's, like, it's a thing that I have dealt with in my life, and I appreciate, like, having that kind of world. But the thing is then it goes, it offers up to me more questions than it does answers. Because people just assuming is sometimes really great. People love that. Going like, there are plenty of individuals who would love to live in a world where going like, you just don't assume. You do assume, and you just know, and it's instantly correctly. And in some ways, honestly, that almost feels more insensitive.
Because it can't ever move over to this world. Because there is not ever going to be a gender experience where everyone has a clear visual, unless we're all wearing little tags that have our pronouns on them.
Right?
And if that's the case, other people would be wearing them. The only thing I've got here is that potentially if they were stalking you on the Facebook and they're going, hey, here's our new event coordinator, and they announced our pronouns on there.
Right? Which would
then he would know because he did his research, but we don't have any support for that.
Right.
Mixed scandal. Obviously, I value your expertise on these matters and would be happy to consult with you on the best direction for the fun zone. That's not answering the question. It's a matter of branding and image. There are certain standards and practices you'd need to adopt in order to truly be a part of the Deco family. Once you realize that, you'll understand more of how we run those kinds of events.
That's still not answering the question.
It's nothing too onerous, and really, we need to look at the bigger picture, the chance for growth and profit. We already had our profit arc, sorry bro.
Right.
Don't worry about such petty little things for now. Only after you've signed the contract, which already dictates them.
Like I said, you're very obviously a cartoonishly bad dude, so, you know.
Alright,
next. You destroy older games, what would happen to the Funplex staff?
Let's try Funplex staff, and actually pretend like we care about the people who work there. New management means new staffing. And you know what? It might sound harsh, but I do not think that it is harsh at all to go, I believe Lies would consider those people, and not just go, oh, who do I take with me?
Right?
I think Lies would be like, we should talk to the team about this. This is a big deal. Everyone's involved in new game purchasing for the most part.
Still don't
we should be
fucking
involved.
understand that choice. That doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, again, like, I appreciate the idea of going, oh, well, they were in a hurry. I'd be like, do you know how fast you have group text? I bet you that entire staff is on a group text. Where you go, hey, by the way, guys, here's a clip. I take a picture of the thing. I got this from Deco Nami. Check this out. Blah, blah, blah. I've got to go take care of this. What are your feelings?
And again, specifically, Lies may have been a little overwhelmed, young, and a little in a hurry, but I still think, since they have reported big things like the purchase of Moopy to their manager, I think they would mention this.
Right?
And going, even if it's like, all right, Francine told me to handle it, I'm still going to include you guys?
I don't know.
It feels weird. All right, new management means new staffing. What about the staff we already have?
Good.
I firmly believe you have a long and storied career ahead of you in arcade management, Mixed Scandal. I've heard nothing but good things about you from my various field scouts and contacts.
That is just talking about me.
The fact that you landed on my radar at all indicates your rising importance in our industry. You should be proud of that. Okay, but that still doesn't answer my question. What about the others? Well, Mr. Cooper is a capable accountant, so I'm certain he'd be welcome in the new facility. But we can hash out staffing later on, after settling the bigger picture questions. Alright, let's ask, because we would ask everything.
Yep.
I saw Moopy's Super Maze earlier.
Excellent.
One of our top earners with the 30 to 40 demographic.
45.
Oh, sorry, 30 to 45 demographic. Nostalgia is a powerful motivator, I've found.
But also, so I feel like, interestingly enough, this actually really reminds me, there's a wonderful, wonderful little YouTube channel called Transparency. And they talk about basically how, more or less, nostalgia is kind of like weaponized or used to manipulate people. Mm-hmm. And I am going to make a note that we need to link to this. Mm-hmm. Like, their video is fantastic, and I really recommend people listen to it. It's really good, and I really enjoyed it, because it is one of those things that people talk about going like, there is this thing that companies and corporations and everyone else really does as trying to get you to buy in by, what I said, weaponizing nostalgia. So they take the things that you know and love, or things that you have fond memories of as a child that you grew up, and they turn it around and they go, hey, look at it.
Targeted marketing and advertisement for sales.
But you know what? We are actually, though, out of time.
We're going to have to do targeting, marketing, and sales based on nostalgia next time.
Yeah, so, Oy. This is intense. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, though, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon. We got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!